NTV Seeds of Gold. It is going to be a rather interesting ride on Kainella Farms. Rooted in Kayunga district, the ride was interesting. Bumpy, but interesting. When we get to the farm, it was all worth it. Welcome to this episode of NTV Seeds of Gold, where we explore the bounty of nature and the riches it bestows upon those who nurture and care for it. Today, we are introduced to the world of fruit abundance, where every tree bears the promise of sweetness and life. It is the Kainella Farm Limited Fruit Orchard.
There are other plants, they themselves, that can try to control the pests. Now, take for instance, there is a lemongrass.
Yeah.
If you planted it around any fruit, then there is a common woodwort that if you try to plant it somewhere close to these fruits, they will try to repel out these insects that are trying to come close to this.
So we get to meet the champion of this orchard, Mrs. Peace Kayesu Serunjoji. Yes, it is quite an honor to be here. So tell us, what is your story with the orchard?
I love nature.
Yeah.
And I love fruits. And to me, this is like the heart of the farm.
The farm, yeah.
Because I know we cannot do away without fruits. Juices, be it eating, medicinal. Yes. So
Yeah.
what you're seeing here is a mini orchard that we want to learn all the plants, but we have a bigger one.
Yeah.
So this is like to make sure, this is like a
Demonstration.
demonstration,
yeah.
yes, where we want to monitor and learn each and everything, know the benefits of the leaves.
Yeah.
How is it benefiting the nature?
In this organic fruit orchard, diversity is key. From the tangy sweetness of pineapples to the tropical delights of kiwi and the juicy succulence of pawpaws, each fruit adds its own unique flavor to the symphony of this orchard.
We have about 56
Okay, that's
species,
impressive.
yes.
That's very impressive.
Among them, we have mangoes, we have oranges, we have pomegranate,
Yeah.
we have starfruit, kiwi, grapes, Bahamas grapes, apples. These are called tomato tree.
Okay.
You can eat them raw. They are fruits. You can do juice. I don't know. Are you allergic?
No. Oh no, but you gotta show me.
bite.
I just bite it.
Yeah.
That is very nice.
And these are just 6 months. It
How,
takes
how long before you can harvest them?
6 months.
Within 6 months you can harvest.
Yeah.
I see here we have a bit of soursop.
Yes. Now, this one is when we planted this, we wanted to pick up few species. Then
Yeah.
we specialize in that. So this is one of them we are looking at
Yeah.
to do on a bigger scale. And we all know the importance of this.
Soursop, yeah.
Yes, the leaves, the fruit itself. Yes. And this next one,
Yeah.
this one is called pomegranate. Sorry. My mother language, it's called Komamawanga. And this particular one is from India. It's called Wonderful. The seeds are very soft. so you can chew them. They are not hard like we used to have those nkoma mawanga, people know back then. And this is so good, and the benefits are many.
Yeah.
Yes. Health-wise. Pressure. Yes.
They lower the blood pressure and all that
Yes.
stuff. Oh, that's amazing.
And then this is tamarind.
Nkogwe.
Nkogwe mu Luganda.
Yes.
Yes. This
also
is
very good.
this takes some time, some good time
to go, but when it does, it's worth it.
Yes, it is. And of course, like I said, here we are testing these plants. It depends on the weather, it depends on the country.
Yeah.
This can take 7 to 5, maybe here, but when you plant it in Kabale or somewhere where it's very cold, it will give you a different results.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have this, we are monitoring to see which one does well here. So then
you can have it on a larger scale.
Yes.
But that's not all. They also have jambula, blackberries, jackfruit, rose apple, starfruit, soursop, hog plum, sugarcane, cocoa, oranges, apples, strawberries, guavas, you name it. They got it all here. Even the famous dragon fruit, you know, the Bahamas grapes, the raspberries, olive oil trees. We are still figuring out whether that will work out, but hey, they've got so much more.
Well, this one is called sokabo fruit, and it's also known as a passion fruit.
Yeah.
So the reason why we planted it here, we conserve birds here. So we are friends to birds. We don't want them to come and disturb
The other fruits.
fruits, yes. So we also prepared something for them, and they enjoy this so much. So when it's ready, it just opens.
Splits.
Yes, people eat it, but here basically.
I was about to ask, can
Yes.
people enjoy it?
Yes, but as we really wanted to give
Give it
it.
to the birds.
Yes. This is called breadfruit, and we prepare this by frying it, so we eat it like chips. Yes, but when you see it on the cover, it looks like jackfruit, the normal one. So this is a roquette. It's called roquettes, and
You peel.
in Uganda it's called insali.
It's got a tingly face. Quite quiet, yeah?
And this is the dragon fruit.
Ah, the famous dragon fruit.
Yes, and this particular one is white inside,
It's white on the inside, unlike the others that are
a pink.
pink and all. This is one of those fruits that we have aired before, but you do have a different species though. It's quite interesting.
That's a cashew nut.
Cashew nuts.
Yes.
I've also aired these before, and these are already starting to show. These take a while
We
too.
actually harvested last year.
Yeah,
This is like a second time.
the second lot.
Yes,
Oh, those are guavas, are they not?
they are.
They are huge.
So this type is white inside. These are called raspberries.
They have thorns. Serious
So we
thorns.
eat them when they turn black. So people who do value addition, they do jam out of this. You've
Yes,
seen
yes.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
They're really nice and the juice is thick. This is called wujo in our language. Yes, it's eaten like a passion fruit. However, the size is bigger than the usual. Yes, and the juice, but it's also medicinal, and of course benefits are many.
These are some interesting pawpaw.
Yes. So these are our red pawpaw. Inside they are red and tasty. If you've tasted the red pawpaw, they're really good. Even juice.
These are good.
Yeah. And we also have papaya that side.
So now we finally get to tell the difference between pawpaws and papaya.
Yes, by the size and taste.
And the taste. So papaya on the inside are
Yellow.
Yellow. It's an orange yellow.
Yes.
Yeah. But how do they ensure that the orchard thrives organically, free from harmful chemicals and pesticides? Well, that's easy for them. It starts in the soil. By enriching the soil with organic compost and natural fertilizers, the team creates a nurturing environment that allows for everything to grow organically.
We are trying organic farming,
Yeah.
and it's a bit expensive to maintain the garden with organic way. And of course there are so many things to learn.
Yeah.
We are not yet there. I can't say it's 100% organic,
Of course.
but that's our aim.
So when you say organics, how organic are we speaking? Like what are we using here that's organic?
We use cow dung and rabbit urine. Yes, that's what we are using for now.
I see. What's this though?
This is a snake repellent. Yes, I wouldn't advise you to touch it because it has a terrible smell.
So you have those as an issue here,
Yes,
and you must
yes.
fight them though.
We must protect the workers.
Of course. So
Yes.
apart from predators like snakes, what other challenges would you face on the farm, in this orchard in particular?
Pests.
What did you do to mitigate them though? Because you want to be organic, so you don't want to use the chemicals. How do you fight these pests and diseases if and when they attack?
We use organic methods.
We'll take a short commercial break, and when we return, it's the expert opinion. Stay tuned. It is the expert opinion, and right now with me we have an expert on all things nature. But today we'll stick to the fact that he's a botanist. Yes? Today with us we have Ashley Bryan. An interesting name, I love. And he is going to talk to us about all things orchard. Today we are at Kainela Farms. We are in an orchard, and we would like you to share, in your expert opinion, what you think of such an idea.
I always feel that, yes, we've always grown up thinking that these fruits are only possible out of Africa. So if something like this is happening in Africa, I really find this a very, very good way forward for us to try and look into it. The mere fact that we have more than different species, we're not only looking at one species, which is maybe a mango.
Yeah.
We have pawpaws, we have apples. So these are some of the fruits that when we were growing up, we only knew that they would only be imported from abroad.
Yeah.
But if we have them on ground, then it really turns out that, yes, everything is possible. However, there are also some challenges that come in.
Yeah.
One is you have to have the knowledge of how to try and grow up these fruits.
Yeah.
some fruits require a certain altitude at which they grow. Well, for the start or for a research purpose, you may try to kind of look into what exactly should grow.
Yeah,
But it's worth, I already think it's worth trying.
it's worth a try.
Yeah, because if you don't try, then it's equivalent to nothing. But if you give it a try, then
Yeah.
I really feel that yes.
Which is what she's pretty much doing. What she has decided to is, right now we are in the demonstration farm. On the other side, she's got a bigger one. So whatever works out here then makes its way to the bigger one. So we've seen a number of species and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at different species in one place, what are some of the challenges that could come, that could be derived from that?
Well, the first challenge, the very first thing is the pests that would attack the fruits
Yeah.
that are around, and the mere fact that they are close to each other.
Yes.
Of course, the spacing is good, but you can't stop a pest or a fly flying from one fruit to another. But of course, there are always different approaches. Almost every challenge has an approach towards it. So if the pests are trying to attack the insects, then rather the fruits, then I really find that we may not look into using pesticides
Yeah.
because it's not more organic. But there are other pests that can be controlled. Then two, there are other plants, they themselves, that can try to control the pests. Now, take for instance, there is a lemongrass.
Yeah.
If you planted it around any fruit, then there is a common woodward that if you try to plant it somewhere close to these fruits, they will try to repel out these insects that are trying to come close to this. So, as I say, that this is more of a research orchard farm,
Yeah.
that everything is demonstrated from here, and in return, they are also trying to note down the challenges, how to approach these challenges. So, all I can tell is that you don't have to look at it as a problem,
But an opportunity.
but an opportunity. So if you're putting your eggs in one basket, I really feel that it calls for trying to be careful,
Yeah.
not to slip or slide. Because if you try to look at the fruits that are here, all you need to do is pay keen attention. So how do you get rid of these pests? Sometimes you can try plowing in dry season
Yes.
when the rain is not there much to favor their growth or their production. So all these challenges have different
Opportunity.
opportunities that are worth investing in.
Now, is this something that someone maybe can do on a small scale and still get some, yield out of it?
Yes, this is a very good example. I don't think if we measure this area is more than maybe 1.5 acres.
Yeah.
But you see the production rate of whatever is coming out.
Yes.
You see one pawpaw tree having almost 15 different fruits on it.
Yes.
So you don't necessarily need a big piece of land, a very small one, but spacing and proper farming is a very, very key idea. That's why sometimes we call in for keen attention before you do something. Because one, you should be tolerant, because if you're not tolerant towards some things, then you may not try to achieve the goal.
Exactly.
Because you may come and find the fruits have been eaten up by the insects, and you're like, oh, why
give
did I
up.
even give it a try? But of course, out of the 100% that has been planted, you can harvest 80%, which I really feel
It's something.
it's worth. Then in the African culture, I always believe that not every food is picked out from the garden. Some is left for the small gods. So perhaps the 20% is left for the small gods.
The gods have taken their piece
Yes.
and left you the rest, but it is still something, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, I do agree. It's a brilliant idea here, and the challenges are those that can be mitigated.
Yes.
So pretty much anybody can get into it.
So if farming has always been the backbone, then it's worth giving it a try.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Well, you had it here. Give it a try, and you might just mine that gold. The farm also brags of an array of vegetables that include tomatoes, spring onions, green peppers, and so much more. Because this is Seeds of Gold. People need to know that when we venture into something like this, there is something we can get from it. So at the end of the day, people would like to know, is it something worth getting into?
Yes, it is. We sell. We sell.
So money comes in.
Yeah, we know when people come, but we also sell to, we supply markets. Yeah.
That's nice.
We supply in Nakasero, we supply in Alia market. Yes.
Do people have to come here or you have to take it to them?
No, we deliver.
And you don't have a challenge with that at all?
No, because we have so many things to harvest from the farm, so
Yeah.
we...
Take them at once?
Yes.
Well, that's amazing.
My future is to have a supermarket
Yeah.
that is selling fresh food, starting from vegetables, fruits, main course,
Yeah.
everything from the farm.
Here are some tips to ensure a bountiful harvest from your fruit orchard, if and when you choose to have one. Choose the right location. Ensure that your orchard gets plenty of sunlight and has well-draining soil. Select the right varieties. Research and choose fruit tree varieties that are well suited for your climate and soil type. Plant properly. Follow proper planting techniques, including spacing trees according to their mature size and planting them at the correct depth. Prune regularly. Pruning helps maintain tree health, shape, and productivity. Remove dead or diseased branches and encourage fruit-bearing wood. Provide adequate water. Keep trees well watered, especially during dry periods, to promote healthy growth and fruit development. Fertilize appropriately. Apply fertilizers at the right time and in the right amounts to assure optimal tree nutrition. Control pests and diseases. Monitor your orchard regularly for signs of pests and diseases and take appropriate measures to control them. Mulch. Apply mulch around the base of the trees to conserve moisture and suppress weeds and improve soil fertility. Thin fruit. Thin excess fruit when they are still small to promote larger, higher quality fruit and prevent branches from breaking under the weight. Harvest at the right time. Harvest fruit when it's fully ripe for the best flavor and quality. Be gentle when picking to avoid damaging the fruit tree. Protect from frost. Take measures to protect blossoms from late spring frosts, such as using frost blankets or setting up wind machines. Monitor weather conditions. Stay informed about weather patterns to anticipate potential issues like frost, drought, or excessive rainfall. Maintain tree health. Keep an eye on the overall health of your trees and address any issues promptly to prevent them from affecting fruit production.
That is all we had for you today. Join us again next week as we continue our quest for the gold in the seed on Kainela Farm Limited.